Hello my goblins and ghouls, and as always, welcome to the Spooky Lounge. I am your host Lucky, and today we have the brand new episode 1 from Welcome to Derry, the pilot episode that just dropped on October 24th, starring none other than Skarsgård himself returning to the role of Pennywise the Clown. And guys, we have some stuff to talk about. But before we get started, if you guys like horror content just like this, click that bell to be notified anytime we post anything spooky or sinister. Like the video, share the video, and subscribe to join the Spooky Lounge community today, guys. We love horror. We can't thank you enough for all of the support, and we would love to have you guys on board. So let's get into it. Guys, Welcome to Derry from the mind of Stephen King follows a group of friends in, I believe, the 1960s. So it's about 20 some odd years before we meet our cast and crew from obviously the first It film and It Chapter 2. We're introduced to the lot of these characters, such as Phil, Teddy. We're introduced to Lily, her friend Marge, and a ton of different characters in this episode, guys. At first, I thought that I was going to be overwhelmed with the amount of characters, but then the episode quickly was able to kind of condense it. We follow basically 3 separate stories. So we follow Phil and Teddy, 2 friends that knew Maddie, which is the missing boy we see at the very beginning of the episode. Insane scene with like a demon baby that ends up either killing him or taking him away. If you know anything about Pennywise, chances are Maddie is deceased. But we pick back up 4 months later and we're introduced to Teddy and Phil, 2 friends who kind of took pity upon Maddie and ended up going to his birthday. Didn't really know him that well. Maddie was kind of an outcast kid, we learn throughout the episode 1, and didn't really have a lot of friends. But he did have a crush on a character named Lily. Lily and her friend Marge are kind of going through it a little bit. Lily is a character that I am definitely interested in continuing to see throughout this show. Lily's dad was murdered, basically, that we find in the beginning, so people call her kind of Loony Lily. Years ago, her father passed away. People at school poke fun at her for it because of kind of how sporadic she can be, but she found solace in her friend Maddie, and we see that Maddie took her to Phil and Teddy's spot at one point in the episode in kind of a flashback scene where he took her to go see the fireworks, and Maddie has a crush on Lily. They're both kind of are outcasts as far as we can tell throughout episode 1. Lily kind of refuses him, and that is the straw that breaks the camel's back, to which we learn why Maddie was trying to run away from Derry in the first place. We do get another group where we have Lily and Marge, and we have the young girl who works at the theater. They only said her name like once in the episode, so forgive me, I do not recall her name, but she was shown a little bit. She's going to be a driving factor in this episode, so I promise you guys in the next video I will have her name ready for you. We also meet 2 Air Force members, and it looks like they're going to be working in Derry at an Air Force base where essentially they are testing out their new B-52 plane, in which they want these 2 distinguished pilots to basically train on it and learn it and kind of help the crew that is in Derry learn about this new plane. That's kind of the 3 main subplots going on throughout the entirety of episode 1 as far as I can tell. A lot of stuff happens. There's a lot of discussion. Basically, Lily hears Maddie after he's gone in her pipes, much like you see characters in the It movies. It looks like Pennywise is taking a similar approach with these characters, but I did like the setup here. And what I mean by that is we get to understand these characters' motives and why these kids care about Maddie and why they genuinely want to know what happened to Maddie. Obviously, anytime you have curious minds such as tweens or children in the first place, they're going to want to know things as to why their friend or classmate disappeared. I feel like episode 1 was good. I didn't love it. I felt like some of it was a little bit drawn out. Some of it reminded me a lot of the film. What carried episode 1 was the final scene where, spoiler alert, most of the children that you come to know die. And I'm not going to say who. I want you to go check out Welcome to Derry for yourself in episode 1. But most of our kids that we thought were going to be the heroes throughout the series perish, and they're gone. They are for real. Like, they are dead. They fall at the hands of trying to investigate Maddie, and Pennywise catches onto them and uses that same demon baby that you see at the beginning of the episode attack Maddie on the group of losers or outcasts. It kills a good majority of them. We have now Lily, which I can't wait to see Lily's bounce back from the finale of the episode because she's covered in blood. She narrowly escaped. She just lost a ton of friends and a ton of people that she thought she was going to be able to trust throughout this season. But also, we have the girl from the theater who was playing music with her father. She was able to play the Music Man movie because they heard Maddie singing a song from the Music Man movie in the theater. So the girl was able to go back and play it for them. And it's just Lily and the girl from the theater at the end of this episode. We don't know quite what's going to happen in the next one. We didn't get to see Bill Skarsgård as Pennywise the Dancing Clown himself. So I want to go ahead and give the pilot episode of Welcome to Derry a 3.5 out of 5 knives. Got a lot of backstory into the setup of what's going to be happening behind the scenes in season 1, but they also left a ton on the table to continue to expand, and they left off with a giant cliffhanger where a bunch of characters just perish at the end. So I'm excited to continue to see Welcome to Derry. I want to hear from you guys in the comments down below. What did you think about the pilot episode of Welcome to Derry? I've heard several people talk about how they think the first episode is better than chapter 2 already. I want to hear about what your guys' thoughts and feelings on it are. Are you going to check out Welcome to Derry this Halloween season? Are you excited for it? What did you think about the first episode? Let me know down in the comments below, guys. And as always, remember to de-stress, progress, and let your mind rest. This is Lucky, and I'll see you guys at the lounge in the next one.